Here at Corvid Communications, we value the work that you give us each and every time you come into work. As such, we would like to advise you on how to best utilize your time here at work. That way, both you and the company get the most benefit from your time here. At work, you need not be running around like a chicken with its head cut off, unsure of where you're supposed to be at any given time. Here are some tips to assist you and help you fulfill your purpose here at Corvid Communications. As mentioned in our presentation on attendance, we expect you to be at your desk and clocked in precisely when your shift is scheduled to begin, no earlier and no later. We will not pay any overtime that accrues from your clocking in early. Your time card will be adjusted accordingly. In addition to your timeliness, you are accountable to your direct supervisor on how you perform your daily tasks. At the beginning of your day, you will be issued a list of tasks that need to be done that day by your supervisor. The first thing you must do after clocking in is create a daily plan for how you are to go about getting each task done. The daily plan must have the following items. All tasks assigned to you for the day, with an accurate estimate of how much time it will take to complete each one. Allocated time for mandatory breaks. Depending on the individual employee's clearance level, an employee may be allowed to schedule non-mandatory breaks as well. Any plans that the employee may have after working hours, including sleep and meals. Any scheduled sick time. Brief reminder, due to recent changes in our PTO policy, sick time must be put in for at least a year in advance and require a doctor's note in order to be approved. You will then submit this plan to your immediate superior and await approval, which may take up to 30 minutes depending on the size of your team. After your daily plan has been approved, you must go about your daily tasks according to your schedule while ensuring each task is fully completed before moving on. Any task left incomplete when moving on to another task will result in the responsible party being written up. If any tasks take longer than you have accounted for, this will result in extra time spent being deducted from your pay. This includes any sudden overtime tasks your supervisor has you perform, as well as time spent waiting on approval of your plan for the day. If your supervisor calls you, for any reason, you are responsible to be at the office as soon as they call, regardless of the task expected of you. Any time spent between the call and your clocking in will be deducted from time spent performing overtime tasks. Adhering to productivity expectations will lead to a long and glorious career in Corvid Communications as you climb the corporate ladder. We understand that new employees will have a significant adjustment period as they adjust to life in Corvid Communications. Perhaps you have a family that you regret not spending more time with. Perhaps you have struggled with a medical or psychological condition that makes managing time more difficult due to the need to account for therapy sessions and/or medical procedures. Perhaps you have a hobby that you enjoy doing. If any of these are getting in the way of your fulfilling your potential here at the company, we recommend the following actions. Family needs are making it difficult to get to work on time or come in for overtime. Your family is important to you. At Corvid Communications, we understand the need for human connection. However, we also understand that your need for connection may get in the way of your achieving your maximum potential here at work. Management would like to kindly remind you that your career provides you with the income you need in order to survive in this cruel, uncaring world. Your family is just a drain on your financial resources. We highly recommend distancing yourself from them. You will thank yourself in the future when your hard work has made you wealthy.
Let Corvid Communications be your family. Corvid Communications is your true family.
You have a medical or psychological condition which requires regular time off in order to treat it. Here at Corvid Communications, we understand that you did not choose to have whatever condition it is that you have. We know that it makes your life difficult to have to go out and treat whatever condition you have, whether real or mental. Your condition makes your life more difficult, and the fact that your work-provided health insurance doesn't cover it only adds to the problem. For those with physical conditions, we encourage you to consider the life choices you made that might have aggravated your condition. Are you eating poorly? Are you staying up late so that you are not getting sufficient sleep? Are you engaging in risk-taking activity in your spare time? Are there any other flawed behaviors that you participate in that is causing your moral failings to manifest as failings of various parts of the body? If so, we encourage you to speak with your supervisor and see if they can help you work out a plan to get rid of your problematic behavior. After all, it's only natural for your job to expect perfection out of you, and we need you to be a part of achieving that. For those of you with a mental condition, please consider what occurred in your life to give you it. Contrary to what psychiatric science says, depression is not a mental disorder, but merely the state of being sad. Therefore, if you are depressed, look back on what is making you sad and get over it. Perhaps your mental condition stems from past trauma, to which we recommend mending those things about yourself that caused those things to happen to you, such as empathy for others, being a crybaby and/or tattletale, being introverted and/or shy, being depressing, not wanting to do what other people tell you to do. We at Corvid Communications guarantee that if you avoid manifesting these or other unlikable traits, you will form a mask which we all know is your true self. For those of you who may have many hobbies, we understand that you feel as though these tasks are what give you the will to live. We do not ask you to give up your hobbies. We simply ask that you evaluate your hobbies and see which ones you can really live without, particularly the more time-intensive ones, and see if you can do without them. We guarantee that if you follow these tips, you will find far more time in your day to work and make money. It's tough out there. Cost of living is constantly going up. So working more hours is the best way for you to stay ahead. Remember,
Time is a construct of human perception.
Therefore, the best way to make more time in your day
Is to be rid of those things that make you feel human.
Now that we've gone over how to make more time in your day for work, let's go over how to make the most of that time. Do not ask for help. You are expected to understand your duties immediately after your training period. If you ask someone else for help with your work, the metrics count it as their work, not yours. Isolate yourself from your peers. They are your direct competitors. You are all selling the same product to the company. Cooperation is not mutual benefit. It's dividing the productivity that can be done by one person into multiple people. Do not automate your tasks. You can't feel attached to your work if you are letting a machine do it for you. Therefore, resist the urge to automate tasks. It helps you feel pride in your work and means that you can ensure everything is done correctly. After all, machines are prone to errors. Humans aren't. Avoid taking breaks. The purpose of breaks is to recuperate when you have reached a point of exhaustion wherein you are no longer able to work. Therefore, if you are not exhausted by the time your break rolls around, that means you still have energy to put toward your work. So do yourself a favor and work a little bit longer until you're tired. Then take your break. Thank you for listening to this presentation. We hope that this will allow you to reach your full potential here at Corvid Communications and allow you to deepen the devotion you have to the work we do here. The more you succeed in spite of drawbacks, the more you prove yourself to us. Have a wonderful day.